From issuing the Emancipation Proclamation and opposing slavery to free all slaves after American Civil War, his leadership and courage are hailed and remembered throughout. This exceptional orator is not only remembered for his ability to lead, but also viewed as a staunch believer in working hard with proper focus and determination, which are considered the key elements in the path to success. None other than Abraham Lincoln is referred to here. Abraham Lincoln's journey from being a shopkeeper to holding the highest position in the country is one of a remarkable kind and learning for many. Born on the 12th of February 1809 into poverty to most humble parents, he educated himself and went on to become a lawyer fighting for equal rights among people, further winning the election in 1860, defeating every odds. Lincoln became the 16th President of the United States of America until his assassination in April 1865. Though his presidential career was short-spanned, yet Abe did everything from abolishing slavery to devising strategies in the Civil War and declaring Thanksgiving as a national holiday. Having numerous feathers added to his cap, Abe never feared the challenges which came his way, rather faced them with utmost courage. Abraham Lincoln quotes and speeches are equally insightful and have gradually become an inspiration for many on how to face challenges and live for dreams. So, here are a few of the Abraham Lincoln quotes on life, leadership, and success. Life is hard but so very beautiful. This Abraham Lincoln quote describes life correctly, says that though life has many challenges to offer and numerous obstacles to lay, yet it is a beautiful and mesmerizing one to be celebrated. You can fool all the people sometime, and some of the people all the time, but you cannot fool all the people all the time. It's often felt that making the people around us fool will benefit us. Well, it may at times, but not all the time and throughout life, because everything has its end. Those who look for the bad in people will surely find it. It's said, beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. But if that beauty is replaced by bad thoughts and the quest is about finding only bad qualities in people every time, then definitely the quest will be a success, as both bad and good traits create a person. Folks who have no vices have very few virtues. This Abraham Lincoln quote says that anyone who appears perfect is not exactly perfect or accurate. Lincoln believes that both are simultaneously required, as vices mean bad traits, whereas virtues are moral standards, and neither of them can be separated. A man cannot be all bad or all good. Nothing valuable can be lost by taking time. Most people are about as happy as they make up their minds to be. This well relates to our regular life. The happiness of an individual solely depends on himself. Though in a daunting situation, still there is so much to be happy about and grateful for, hence it depends on us whether we want to be happy or not. At the end, it's not the years in your life that count, it's the life in your years. Life should be lived to the fullest. None is aware of what will happen next, hence he meant that at the end the memories and doings are to be cherished and counted, not the age. When I do good, I feel good. When I do bad, I feel bad. That's my religion. According to Lincoln, there is only one religion, that's humanity. Hence says, when you do good to others, you feel good, otherwise life feels miserable. Kindness is the only service that will stand the storm of life and not wash out. Kindness should be practiced by one and all, since it's the only service to mankind that stands erect in all phases and never fades away. Character is like a tree and reputation like a shadow. The shadow is what we think and the tree is the real thing. The above Abraham Lincoln quote says that the shadow of the tree changes as per the sun's position. Similarly, the reputation cannot be the same always, but the character is as it is. I laugh because I must not cry. That is all. That is all. The better part of one's life consists of his friendships. Friends are treasures to be kept forever, as they form the biggest part of our lives. And people who have good friends are lucky, so it's said one's life seems best when there are good friends in their life. If I had two faces, would I be wearing this one? Appearances are often deceptive, it said. And here Lincoln quoted that if he had two faces, which is deceitful, then why would he wear only one? Hence, it's better to be the same throughout rather than being two-faced. What kills a skunk is a publicity it gives itself. Skunks are mammal who exudes an awful smell when threatened or given attention, and here comparing it, Lincoln says drawing too much attention and having ego can lead to downfall. It's not me who can't keep a secret. It's the people I tell that can't. There are no bad pictures. That's just how your face looks sometimes. Pictures can never be bad since it captures reality. The face at times looks clumsy as it represents the true emotions that are vibrant through the pictures. No man has a good enough memory to be a successful liar. The above Abraham Lincoln quote highlights that an individual never has that extreme capability of remembering all the lies he said, thereby resulting in mistakes revealing the truth. It often requires more courage to dare to do right than fear to do wrong. To raise a voice and do rightful requires more courage than to do something wrong, and everyone should abide by this. We can complain because rose bushes have thorns, or rejoice because thorn bushes have roses. Both optimistic and pessimistic viewpoints are wonderfully represented through these lines quoted by Lincoln. It depends on us how we determine circumstances, whether we'll observe the advantageous side of it or disadvantageous. Every person's happiness is their responsibility. This Abraham Lincoln quote describes life correctly, says that an individual's happiness or sadness is their own choice and responsibility. If you trust, you will be disappointed occasionally, but if you mistrust, you will be miserable all the time. Trust is primary. If there's no trust, there's no relation. Hence here Lincoln quoted saying, as too much trust isn't good, mistrust is also unhealthy. Both in their way can lead to disappointment. Human action can be modified to some extent, but human nature cannot be changed. Human action can be changed or modified, but the inborn nature can never be modified or changed until it's determined to change and modify. I would rather be a little nobody than to be an evil somebody. Just like a coin, man has two sides, good and evil, and it's always advised to be good than evil, or good wins over evil. So it's better to be nobody, if not good, but never be a person with evil intentions. Be with a leader when he is right, stay with him when he is still right, but leave him when he is wrong. This Abraham Lincoln quote highlights that it is not necessary that a leader is always right. Hence Lincoln righteously said that it's better to leave or protest against anyone when their intentions are not on point and wrong, but to be with him on his rights, whether it be a leader or common man, doesn't matter. Be sure you put your feet in the right place, then stand firm. Stand erect with the decisions taken by you, but make sure it's right. Doesn't matter if it's supported or not. Abide by your viewpoint. I walk slowly, but I never walk backward. It's better to walk slowly but steadily and proceed forward rather than walking backward and regretting it. You cannot escape the responsibility of tomorrow by evading it today. Procrastination is delaying work, and somewhere contrasting it, Lincoln rightly quoted that responsibility can neither be waved off nor escaped. Have to face it someday. No man is good enough to govern another man without that other's consent. A golden rule of life described by this Abraham Lincoln quote says that judging anyone without that respective person's consent is not a good option. No individual should be controlled and ruled by another being. Whatever you are, be a good one. It doesn't matter who you are or where you belong, the richest or the poorest in the society. A well-mannered is to be hailed forever. Commitment is what transforms a promise into reality. This Abraham Lincoln quote speaks boldly of the traits and intention a person should possess when he makes a promise, because to turn it into reality, dedication and commitment are highly required. The best way to destroy an enemy is to make him a friend. Killing with kindness, friendship ceases enmity to an extent. Hence, the best way to destroy an enemy is to make them friend. Tact is the ability to describe others as they see themselves. Lincoln believed in the creation of strong relationships by demonstrating tactfulness and urges to do the same. With public sentiment, nothing can fail. Without it, nothing can succeed. Public approval is mandatory for a politician, so with it no one and nothing can fail. but without which there'll be no success. Lord prefers common-looking people. That's the reason he made so many of them. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's going forward with the face of fear. This Abraham Lincoln quote describes life correctly. Says that showing courage doesn't imply the absence of fear. Rather implies heading forward with a staunch belief upon thyself mixed with a sense of fear, to give victory to the right, not bloody bullets, but peaceful ballots only are necessary. Abraham Lincoln, by stating peaceful ballots, meant the leaders with the right motive, and vice versa. Leading with bloody intentions was and will always be the reason for ruination. Adhere to your purpose and you will soon feel as well as you ever did. On the contrary, if you falter and give up, you will lose the power of keeping any resolution and will regret it all your life. This Abraham Lincoln quote is quite self-explanatory. Never give up and stand firm for the right purpose. Nearly all men can stand adversity. But if you want to test a man's character, give him power. Lincoln meant that the true colors of a man's character show when there's power. Everyone can stand adversities, but with power, the true test of standing responsibilities and adversities can be determined. My concern is not whether God is on our side. My greatest concern is to be on God's side. For God is always right. Abraham Lincoln believed in being on the side of truth. Rights for rather than wrongs, for that's where God resides. Always bear in mind that your resolution to succeed is more important than any other. Success is always backed by a good resolution. Hence, it's important that to succeed one should always have an accurate and promising resolution. Do not worry when not recognized. Rather strive to be worthy of recognition. Never be disappointed if not recognized. Rather keep working hard with proper determination and focus. Have the correct resolution. Success and recognition will all be yours. That some achieve great success is proof to all that others can achieve it as well. The real truth in a very common Abraham Lincoln quote: when one can achieve success, every other has the potential to achieve it. I do the very best I know how, the very best I can, and I mean to keep on doing so until the end. Positive thoughts yield positive results. Hence, be the best version of yourself and keep on doing good till the end, until it ends in a satisfying result. I will prepare and someday my chance will come. Time plays a crucial role in achieving success, so play your cards and prepare yourself. Rather buckle up, and someday that most awaited chance will arrive. The best way to predict the future is to create it. It's said that the future is already predicted and written, but not everything can be anticipated. Hence, try to fill those unanticipated pages and create your stars yourself. I am not born to succeed, but I am bound to live up to what light I have. None of us have the inborn capacity of success, neither are born to succeed, but to provide and bestow the society with the best of our capabilities, and that is what we should live for and by. I have a congenital aversion to failure. You can have anything you want if you want it badly enough. You can be anything you want to be, do anything you set out to accomplish if you hold to that desire with singleness of purpose. Purpose and intention should always be pious and promising. Even it's said that if something is desperately wanted, then the whole universe conspires to transform it into a reality. Success is going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. What is success without failure? Failure is that stepping stone that leads the path to success. I am a success today because I had a friend who believed in me, and I didn't have the heart to let him down. A friend is that person who undoubtedly believes in your potential, and according to Abraham Lincoln, he succeeded because of his dear friend who believed in him. Nothing will divert me from my purpose. Diversion is one of the prime reasons for downfall. Hence, to achieve success, it's a must to be focused and determined. If you are determined enough to make a lawyer of yourself, the thing is more than half done already. The greatest fine art of the future will be the making of a comfortable living from a small piece of land. Rags to riches, we say. Here Abraham Lincoln meant similar, that success should be immeasurable, such which can't easily be measured and tracked. You have to do your growing no matter how tall your grandfather was. Grandfather's success won't be the key to your success, hence it's not guaranteed. and success should always be achieved at own capability. Discipline is choosing between what you want now and what you want the most. Our actions, our life depends on these two factors. Without discipline, any individual cannot succeed. And this quote by Lincoln says it right. Discipline gives a clear definition of success. Few quotes are listed above from the vast collection of Abraham Lincoln's quotes. Abraham Lincoln's quotes picture his wit, wisdom, and compassion. These immediate traits paved the way for America to be one of the strongest economies in the world today. Even till date, third Monday of February every year, he, along with Sir George Washington, is celebrated for President's Day, which reflects Lincoln's prime importance in U.S. history. The most loved personality, Lincoln, with his quotes and speeches, has created magic in people. Today, every school, colleges, students, adults refer to his thoughts and quotes for motivation and inspiration. My heartfelt tribute to Sir Lincoln, who is a source of inspiration for all of us. For all the works he did, we adore and respect him. So, which is your favorite Abraham Lincoln quote? Let us know in the comments section below. Also, like and share this list of best Abraham Lincoln quotes with others to inspire and motivate them as well.